Survivors, Wildcard went absolutely wild with this patch. We're talking a beast of an update with new content, major gameplay changes, and a mind-blowing list of over 150 fixes. Let's get into this chaos because I've got a lot to share with you. Hey survivors, it's your girl AngelicVix3n and I'm back with the hottest no-fluff Ark news around. And let's talk about everything Wildcard has done in this patch. First and foremost, let's talk about the new additions. The massive Dinotherium is now roaming the island, Scorched Earth, the Center, Extinction, and Asteros. Yep, the elephant tank hybrid is here. Run away. So, are you going to tame this beast? Have you seen one in the wild yet? Let me know. Tell me your stories and what you've had to deal with. We also got some additions to the Bob's Tall Tales, the Battle Rig Cannon Turret, the Sludge Dumper. Doesn't that sound crazy? The Mine Dropper. Plus, we got some new skins, the Wasteland Vault, and small and large storage boxes. So definitely check all of that out. All right, so now let's go through the gameplay changes because a lot has changed. So we have the new TPV mouse smoothing toggle in settings. You can do that through general and camera, okay? You also have the skeleton trophies. Now, a lot of people complain about these. I definitely get sick of these in my inventory, but now it won't be so bad because they stack and they're going to be extra useful because you can grind them in the industrial grinder and get keratin. Also, their drops have been reduced to 50%, so we're not going to get as much, but it's not going to be as cluttered in our inventory anymore because of the stackable nature of these. So I really feel like that's a great change. Now, this one's a big one. The wind turbine overhaul. Uh-oh. This is a big deal because a lot of people are using these as the full power on their base, not using generators, not using a tech generator. So this is what they changed. They take decay damage over 14 days. They stop when they hit the 10% health, no power. They can't be placed underwater and work the way they were. And nearby structures can block their power. So this is a very big deal. Now, as you can see here, there was an additional update that Dolly put out about the turbines. They're not 100% yet. They're not working as they stated, but they will be soon. So if you are using wind turbines for full power on your base, you need to get in there and change things out and use generators. I know it's a lot more work because you're going to need fuel or you're going to need element, but they made this change and now we're kind of going back to the way that it used to be because the wind turbines were much different in the past. So just be aware that this has changed. Now we have the Tesla coil rework. Ammo cost 5 crystal per shot, okay? Charged mode, 65% less damage to players plus 20% to dinos. Players only mode no longer dismounts, stuns the riders. So be aware of that. Now we have creatures that pull carts can now be grabbed and the carts fall off if picked up. We also have boss teleport engrams now show cooldowns. The tech teleporters that are set to public will have an indicator, which I think is absolutely incredible because it was always really difficult when you thought you could use one, but then it was locked. So the fact that it's going to say public, I think that's great. Now let's talk about the Armadoggo Spy Kit. It has a permanent toggle option that's been added. The Titans, okay, they have a 60-second delay before despawn, allowing for targeting, okay? So just be aware of that. Now, this is another one that I'm really happy about. The server favorites list. It won't disappear anymore after updates. That was so frustrating. Like I literally have a piece of paper on my desk with our server numbers because the favorites list kept vanishing. And if I didn't have my server number memorized, I was in trouble. And I know a lot of people actually have gone through that. I've seen it, discussed many times over in Discord where people are like, I can't figure out what server I was in because my favorites is gone. And people are like, well, sorry about your luck. Now you're just going to have to click and click and click and try to find yourself. So that is going to be a nice fix. Also, offline servers are now visible plus refreshable. Now with the UI and graphics, we have faster UI rendering. We have options that have been added, which is the no frame generation, the FSR upscaler, and then of course the quality mode for FSR. So just be aware that all of those have been fixed. Now let's talk about the gameplay fixes, okay? Additional things that we need to talk about. Creatures showing up as level 1. This has been fixed. Do you know how that drives me crazy when I would see that happening? Even our Oasisaur would constantly flip back to level 1 and it wouldn't even register for both of us, me or Beast, on if it needed food or anything. It was doing really weird things, and I don't know if that's specifically what this is fixing, but we definitely dealt with that issue actually several times, and then it would fix itself and then it would go back to level 1. I don't know, but hopefully it's fixed across the board. Also, the Steam DLC not registering has been fixed. The dragon boss targeting issues have been fixed because it was actually aggroing on structures above the arena. Now let's talk about the mana garmers. The mid-air freeze and the jump bug has been fixed. We also have server stalls from carts fixed. And this one's interesting, the terrain x-ray via photo mode, because people were using photo mode to be able to do things and see things they shouldn't be able to see or do. That has been fixed. And then the PvE grievers, okay? No more looting the purple OSDs or the King Titan loot if you're not in the tribe. That will no longer be an issue. Then we have the Zeppelin griefing with the wild dinos. That's gone, but there are some other things that people can use in PvE that are just as dangerous. So hopefully those too will be fixed, but at least this one, will save people, because I've heard of the complaints of what was being done with that, and oh my goodness. Yeah, good thing that one has been fixed. Now, moving on to the Explorer notes, the Santiago notes have been unlocked in Aberration and Extinction. We also have turret damage now correctly reduced when hitting resistant parts of the dinos. We have the King Titan invisibility. It's maybe fixed. Fingers crossed, but they have attempted to fix it. So let's hope that it actually is. The bio grinder now makes kibble from wyverns, so that's great. And then we have the Phasalosaucus stays buried after restart, and the mech shield is working again. Now let's talk about the Meguana fixes, because there is a lot. So they fixed the swim tilt, the wing textures, the belly flop, the tongue glitch, the torch saddle location, the jittery animations, the vertical swim tilt, all fixed. So this was a big deal for the Meguana because there was a lot of things that people were dealing with, and that should all be fixed. Well, let's hope anyway, because there were a lot of issues, and I don't know, I feel like some of these things, they really didn't cover everything, but hopefully they got a lot of them. And then we have the baby Gigantoraptor feather twitch fixed. The Pyromane teleport bug during boss fights, that is gone. That was definitely an issue where they weren't going through, so that has been fixed. The pet animation FPV bug fixed. The Armadago teleport bugs, death bugs, saddle bugs, duplicate bugs, all gone, so that definitely got a rework. The Basilisk camera issues with Armadago has been patched. The Scout stuck in SP, fixed. And the Velonosaur sliding while it's pooping, yes. It is also fixed. Now, the battle rig did go through a tune-up. They fixed the stuck rigs, the garage bugs, the turret durability, and the decay timers. They also worked on the mesh issues, floaty rigs, driver bugs, and visual glitches. So again, the battle rig has gone through a major overhaul. Plus, they worked on the turrets, now reduced durability when fired. So, going forward, just realize that there has been a lot of updates done to the battle rig. Now let's talk about the gene scanner crashes. That's been fixed. They worked on the Beam VFX, Megazord tail swipe, and the Hotbar cosmetics. They've all been cleared up and cleaned up. The Power Ranger and Dinozord visuals also have been improved. So these are some really good fixes. And we got other creature and miscellaneous fixes. The corrupted dino standing still during the Dreadnoughtus taming, that's been fixed. The enforcer tail alignment and the nameless spawn near Z-plants have been fixed. And the survivor mate weight glitch, dock float, scrape confusion, all fixed. The turtle eye glitch, the Velonosaur infinite fire, and the Iguanodon barn door blockage all have been fixed. The mech footprint rendering, inventory issues, and skin capability, all fixed. The tech rifle transparency, footprint particles, ice cave visuals, all fixed. The cosmetics hotbar bug, the frame gen visual jitter, all fixed. The Rex resin gray bug, the basilisk invisible bug, the dino HUD issues, all patched and fixed. The King Titan not targeting the mega mech, that's been fixed. The tiny space camera bug, the turret soaking Tuso, and the ice titan attacks, all fixed. The scrape golem disguise exploit, busted and fixed. The element imbued gas bugs, they've been handled. Swamp fever cough audio, finally silenced. And the gravity grenade bounce rates, Homodeus unlocks, the dino bite cooldown, and the Pego SFX, fixed. The baby flyer landing issues and the aberration dino spawn bugs, all fixed. It has been a crazy patch, let me tell you. That's a lot. Now, we also have additional things like the mod UI and the gamepad support. They've been improved. And for Xbox, the invisible rocks have been fixed, and the Astros Game Pass crashing has been fixed. Plus, as you can see here, multiple exploits have been squashed. And to those who have been using them, you know who you are. Those have been fixed, but I'm sure, like always, you will find more. And as you can see, Astros got a lot of fixes to the Cyclops boss, new teleporter layout, no more stuck spawns, things have been resized. The Brute Cave has been fixed with the physics, the VFX, the spawns, the mesh holes, lightning rock drakes spawning under the mesh, possibly fixed. 6 times damage zones have been fixed. Missing grass, rain and caves, all supposedly handled. The boss fight teleporting creature loss, they have done an attempted fix on that. The Meiguana gliding issues in Astros have been fixed, and the world boss messages have been corrected, and the Medusa icon is no longer missing. So that's all I got for you, survivors. Wildcard dropped a bombshell of an update. New creature, new gear, full-on gameplay tweaks, and over 150 fixes that have reshaped the game. This is AngelicVix3n bringing you the real, raw, and ruthless no-fluff Ark news. Smash that like button, drop your hottest take in the comments, and I'll catch you in the next patch. Don't forget to like and subscribe and turn on those notifications so you don't miss my next no-fluff Ark news. Stay wild, stay dangerous, and always protect your base. I will see you in the next video.